We will start with this base, and to create this base we need a rectangle of 140 cross 66 and radius 15 fillets at the corners. So let's go to rectangular shapes and 140 cross 66, okay, and fillet radius of 15, right. And I have to select a point, so here is our point, and the dimension was 140 and 66. Done. Now the holes at the distance of, okay, we have to measure the hole distance, which is, say, so this distance is not given, so let's create it our choice. So I will go to rectangle and select this point, and these are almost at this. So I will make it 115 cross 40, right. Now I will go to solid, extrude. I will select this one, okay. How much extrusion is it? So it is, so the distance is 16, so I will make it one direction and make it 16 and reverse it, so we have the sketch on the top, right. Okay, now we have to add holes. So target solid is, select target, okay, so there is only one, so that's why I think it is not considered, right. I will add positions. This, click this one, okay, escape, and this one, and now we are getting our positions. This is because that the other function uses points and this one is use mouse location. So I will enter, and now I have to define the hole type. So it is counter bore basically, and counter bore, which is 15 outer dia and 19 inner dia and 5 depth. So diameter 9, and this one is 15 and this one is 5, and through all, okay. If I dynamic rotation, yes, it's fine. Now we have to do this, so the simplest way is to create a sketch on the side and extrude it to cut this portion. So I will do same thing. I think we would switch its direction, so we will create this one, this end. Okay, so I will go to right, not, I will go to front, yes, front is fine, and I will wireframe, project, this one and this one, and selection, and done. Okay. Now I will create a rectangle. Sorry, I will go to rectangular shapes and make this point origin, and width will be 70 cross 3, 70 3 fillet 0. Okay, now we have a chamfer of 3 cross 45. So I'll go to chamfer, select this line, distance and angle 3. Okay, 45 and 3. So I will select this line. Second line is parallel to the chamfer angle. Okay, I will go to chamfer. It's giving warning, but second line is parallel to the chamfer. I don't know why it is giving warning, but at the end we got our required shape. So fine, go to solid, extrude, select this and cut body and do all. Now we have fine. To create this geometry we will use our revolve command. So for this I will create this geometry to create this thing. So I will go to Mastercam and first let's start with isometric view. Now here is isometric view and we will start our geometry from this point. So I will set front view, and from front view I want to hide this, so I will go to home, hide and hide, and I will just keep this line for reference and end selection. Okay, now I have front plane is a working plane, so I'll F1. So now here is the baseline. So first of all, first I will do is I will draw one straight line of 50 plus 70, 120 minus 3. Okay, so I will draw a line of 117. So for this line, this point to the 117. Okay, 117. Make it vertical. Now I will check it in isometric view whether it's drawn on front plane or not. So as you can see, it is not on front plane, rather it is on this point. So what I will do is, okay, I will go to wireframe, wireframe, project. I'll project this line and selection on the plan. On which plane? On front plane. Sorry, for this I will have to make front plane active plane. Okay, so I will go to wire project, this line and selection, and if I will check it in isometric view whether it is projected. So I want to project it onto this plane. Okay, here it is projected on this plane. So okay, I'll delete this line and go to home, hide and hide. I'll just keep this line. Right, now I'll set to front plane to the view, and I will draw a line of from here 117 is length. Okay, make it multi-line and add another operation. So now we have somewhere endpoint it. Yeah, here we have this endpoint. I will start next line here to here, so I will not make it vertical, I will make it freeform like this and escape, but I will change its length to, here it is 72 mm at an angle of 36. Where is that now? Okay, delete, again go to okay. Analyze distance, analyze entity 117, right. Okay, I will use point endpoints to highlight this line. I will delete this line and this point, and I will draw a line of freeform and two endpoints from this point to like this 72 and 36. Okay, now we have a radius 32 offset here. So first let's now measure our this. I will analyze entity 117, right. Fillet, we'll check it. Fillet radius 32. Now we will create sections on this line. So first section will be at 50, and then 40, 90, so for this I will offset this line on the distance. How much? On 50? Yes, 50. And then on 40, so basically we have to create this portion like this. Okay, so the next is 40. Okay, and now we have to, okay, and we have to draw a line here which will be midpoint. So its angle will be 90 plus 36, 90 plus 30, and its length will be how much? 35. Now we will offset this line to the dimension is not given here, and but it is up to this point of. So let's measure it. Analyze entity. 55.695. Controls 55.695. So offset this entity on this side and Control V. Now basic structure is ready. Go to photo. Right. So we will first create outer section and then we will offset it to the inside. Okay. Because we have done it already with outer section. All the calculations are of outer. So okay. Before trying. So this portion, which is basically, we don't need this line, I think so. Analyze distance. I'll go to analyze distance. From this point to this line, distance is 13. And we have what distance? Yeah, 30. So we don't need this line. Okay. So as you can see, from this point to this point the distance is 50 and the outer diameter is 45. Okay, so I will draw a line. Sorry, I will just offset the line to the 45 vector. Okay, now I will break it here. And to this one I will also delete this one and this one, and also delete this one. And as we have projected this line, so also break it. So I'll delete this portion and this point as well. And break this line also. And also trim this line. Okay, so no need to trim this. Yeah, there was a point. Okay, so it is basically our first section. Which is up to here, and the next section have diameter 66, which is basically up to this point. So I will offset 66 by 2, which is 33. Now I will trim and this line and this extend, and now I will trim this line with the help of this line and this line with the help of, so Sorry, I have to break it because it is trimming the wrong side. And we'll have to connect. So what is the case? So this point is basically connected to there. Okay. Draw in straight line. Okay, just extend it. Extend this line to this line. And now trim this one. Trim this one. Again it is break this line. Delete this and break. Okay, we have done here. Now analyze entity. This distance is 40. Okay, as expected, 40. From outside 40, we have to offset it at a distance of which is, we can say, okay, this is basically the same distance, which is 45. So we will offset and do similarly this one offset and similarly this side. And I will connect. I will just extend this line to this point. And for this geometry, I'll offset. Okay, this section is how much? Whatever this section. We need this to be 35 and the next one to be 30, so I will offset this section to 35 by 2. Okay, and now for this section we will create an offset of 15. Offset it 15 units. Okay, and for this we will offset it just as it is 12, so we will offset it 6. Go to offset and select this line 6 and select this line to 6, and it is up to this line. Okay. So right now we don't need this one, so delete it, and we will just connect Yeah, it is at 12. Okay, Control Z, we need it. So I will now create a line from the center of this arc which will be connected to this point. Yeah, with this point. Now I will trim this section. Let's break it. So we only need this small section. So first I will trim this line. Why it keeps a wrong line? So trim this line at this point and this line at this point. Now delete these two. Again we have an empty area at the center. And here I will break this line at this point and this line at this point. I will delete this line and this line. I'm creating small sections because we will use it to revolve and we will need this section. Delete. Okay, let's connect this to this point. So I will trim, extend to this point. Control Z, we can have a straight section up to this point, so why not we we have a solid section up to this point, so we will need this line. Up to this point. Now it's perfect. We just have to revolve this line. And we will connect these points with this line to this point and this line to this point to make section. Alright, now we will use this revolve command. Revolve sorry, now we have to offset this. The upper portion is ready as required, but we have to offset the lower position. So I will go to wireframe. Now I will this line and this line and this line. Okay, we are not connected, and here we have a hole coming up to the lower point. So what we will do is coming to lower point, so hole is up to this point, so we will trim this line up to this point. And in that case we don't need this line, so let's just trim this line. Oh sorry, it is cutting wrong one. Trim this, okay, break this line with respect to this and delete this. Okay, now everything is ready for revolve. So go to solid, revolve. Okay, again we have to fillet the corners. So we have a fillet of radius 6. Right. So go to wireframe, fillet, select this one and radius 6. Add another operation, this one and this one similarly, only on the outer edge. Okay, we have only these two offsets. Right, done. Now go to solids and revolve. Okay, we don't need this line, so just go to trim this line, so delete this one. And also we have to break this line at this point to make it a chain. Go revolve, select this chain, okay, we have got our solid to this point. Fine. Now we will create this section. Perform two sweep operation. So the first one will be, okay, here we have these two and we want them to follow this path. Go to advanced and okay. So this option is basically used to create to keep a body flat, so it will not be perpendicular to the line. So I will uncheck it. Okay, I just want to show you. Okay, now we will add another operation. So for this I will go to I will no. Okay, for this portion we will now create a go to plane. I'll add plane from solid face. So here is this one. Right. Okay, now I will set as WCS, right? Plane drawing, so I'll just make it G view. Now it's now we have to create a this is we don't know. Okay, 30. Okay, now I will go to solid sweep and I will sweep this circle and this circle on this path. Sorry, unselect it. Then we have to select path in the next coming dialog box. So we have this path. Okay. We have got our required shape. Now I will revolve this. Sorry, I'll have to break this at this point. Break two pieces. Okay. Now join entities and join this and selection. So just delete this and we don't need this anymore. Go to solid, go to revolve, select this chain, unselect it and now select this. Okay, and revolve it around this, create single operation, right. Turn off section view and on this region I will project wireframe, project this inner geometry on the surface solid on this face and section and yeah, fine. Now I will go to home, hide and hide. Now I will just keep this one. Home, hide and hide and this one. So where is that sketch? Okay, go to home and we have, my system doesn't work on one click. Yeah, go to solid, extrude, select this body, done, and make it cut through all. And click OK. Go to home, hide and hide. Yeah, isometric. Now to create this side portion, we have to do some. Now go to wireframe and we'll create this. The diameter 66 and okay. Now draw a line of here it is 82 from the center from this point of length 82 and horizontal. Just I will check is yeah at this point. Now I will create another circle and point off. Okay, now we were working in this. circle, and here is okay. Delete whatever line is we have drawn. Yeah, it's 82. So this was the input. Okay. Radius 15 and done. And now we will add line freeform tangent. This one. And see, tangent is automatically choosing the point between. So now break this on this point and this on this tangent point, similarly this point, this tangent point, and delete this one and this one, and okay. Yeah. Go to home, hide and hide, and make it isometric to see whether everything is on. Go to home, hide and hide, and leave. So what we have to do is wireframe break this at this point, break this at this point, and then break this at this point, and break this at this point. So now delete this outer section and delete this one and break this circle at this point and delete. Go to home, hide them. Now project, wireframe, project, this and this. Yes, projected, and we will just move, so we don't need this anymore. And surface projection, okay, we don't have any option. Okay, no problem. Now go to solid, extrude, yeah, on both directions. And here, how much is this? This 20 mean 10 in case of both sides, because it will add 10 minutes. Okay, we want to create body and check here in advanced. Now thin wall, okay, right, perfect. Now create a face. Create from solid face. So here we have solid face, and we want to create this horizontal plane. So I click first. So if we from 1 to 8 we will move, these planes will change. Okay. So okay, perfect. And here I will go to wireframe and project this on the face, copy, and now I will circle I'll click on this, we will get this center point, and here I will create a of diameter. How much is the diameter? It is 24. Okay, diameter 24. Now I will click on offset. How much offset is this? This is a 5 offset. System is hanged, so wait for a bit. Okay, we have an error. First make it 5 and then indicate this direction. Right. Now I will click on solid and extrude. How much this distance is? It is 16. On the other side, and yeah, always make sure that we haven't selected thin one. Okay, now again go to extrude and click on this and make it cut body, right, and change the direction to how much. Okay, 16 is okay because it is 20 and the lower 4 will be remaining. Or just make it because we only want to make this portion cut, so we will just click on this. How much thick is this? It will be 4. Okay, done. Now I will go to shell command. So shell basically makes inner body, cut out the inner body. Okay, it's just this is face. I will uncheck face and select this body. Okay, to be thinner, how much thin? Direction 1 is 4. We don't want it in any other direction, so okay. Now if I turn on section view, let's make it front, yeah, and section view. So what we can see inside that, everything is fine, and the problem is just it. At this point. Okay, so I will just go to solid and the recent operation, this extrusion, and okay, this was the extrude cut in this shell. I'll bring this extrude cut to the after shell. So now you can see that we have changed the sequence. So by changing the sequence we got that cut. Now the only thing that we have to do is we have to cut this area. So for this I will just go to picture, and yes, we have this cut at this. We missed that line. Again, turn off section view, this, like this, and to home, hide. Okay, now I will, yeah, now we are working in this plan. So what we have to do is we have to cut out those portions. So I will go to wireframe, I will go to offset, not project, sorry, I will go to offset chain, select this one, done. And the thickness is okay, this thickness is, yeah, this all purple thickness is 4, so go with 4, indicate this direction 4, okay, done. Now at this end we have to trim the portion. So for this I will just create a 2-point circle, 2-point tangent circle. So circle edge point, 2 points tangent. First I will select this point, and secondly and I will change its radius to, sorry, diameter to 66. So it automatically came at the end. Alright, now what we have to remove this portion, which is basically I will show you. First I will offset this one to the 4, done. Now what we have to remove is this portion and only this portion, the portion which is between this line and this line. So I will just delete the remaining, so I will break the circle at this point and from this at this point, and okay, and we don't need this line anymore. Okay, delete it. Okay, fine. Okay, go to solids, I'll go to home, hide and hide, and go to isometric view, and now in the section I will remove wireframe so we can see all the wireframe even in section view. So now I will go to solids, extrude, and I will select this inner chain. Yeah, select on both directions, and I will make it 8 because we have this distance 14, which out of 4 is boundary, and 4 plus 4 8, and we, okay, it is 12, so I will make it 6 on both sides, and I will cut body, and the target solid is this one, and okay, both direction is not activated. Another operation, and again I'll select the same chain, and this time I will select this solid. See, it is automatically. Okay, now I will go to home and hide and hide, Now it's look pretty good. View, and if I show X, yeah, if you see, all the inner portion is now empty. Everything is connected from inside. Okay, show axis. Now the last operation that we have to do is, okay, turn off section view, go to home, hide and hide. Now we have to create this body, which is of diameter 67 and it is hexagon. Of thickness, how much is its thickness? Its thickness is 15 and it is on offset, on 5 offset from offset 5 from the top face. So create a plane from solid face. This is the face. Okay, let me show you one thing. Just I want to rotate a little bit. Yeah, it's currently it is plane 1. If I click on plane 2, see, this is this plane, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So mostly we will work with plane 1. Okay, and we will make its z value 146 minus 5. Now it is at the perfect position, and I will, okay, it is plane 1. I will, yeah, now we are working in this plane. So what I will do is go to wireframe, rectangular shapes, polygon, and yeah, 6 sides. I'll choose the center point. Yeah, this is our center point, and the radius is 67. Let me check. 67 by 2. 67 by 2. Scale. Sorry, I suddenly clicked. Okay, let's first check. So it is inside the circle. So no, sorry, outside the circle. So click on this polygon, and yeah, this center point. And 67 divided by 2, and we will corner. If I again, circle is inside, yeah, so flat. Done. Go to solid, extrude, select this one. Okay, create body, and not on both direction, and how much we have thickness? Yeah, 15 mm. Distance 15. Okay, I forgot something important. So for this I will go to wireframe and project, and this one we have to project this, because otherwise we will not be able to, or otherwise we have to add another operation to make it whole. Okay, go to solid extrude and first select this one and then this one. Create body, distance 15 on one side. Fine. Now go to home, hide and height, select this one, and go to view to hide it. Okay. Then I will it to isometric. Okay, now I will turn on section view. You can see I don't want, everything is empty. So right drawing is completed.